And what we're going to say to you, John, is we're on part 2 now. Do you think the Amir Khan fight is ever going to happen?
I genuinely, I don't know, because I'd stay out of all the business part of it, and obviously it's got nothing to do with me, but I just think it's got to happen next. Well, I know it's got to happen next. Kell and Eddie have both said they're not going to hang about forever. Amir Khan can't go and box Crawford, and then if he loses, because if he goes and boxes Crawford and wins, he's going to want to go on and box. He's going to think he's too good to box Kell. If he loses, he thinks he can just drop back to box Kell. Kell's not one of them fighters where you can just drop back and just box Kell Brook. Kell Brook's Kell Brook.
Kell needs a little bit of respect off him.
Yeah, exactly. So they both said, nah, it's got to happen in March. And if it don't happen in March, but I'm confident it might happen. I'm confident in Eddie, and I'm confident in Kell and his team, and that they'll make it happen. If it doesn't happen, I can 100% say it's not down to Kell.
Yeah, well, I think Eddie will deliver it. I think he's going to try his best, because if he can't, he's number one in the world at the moment, and if he can't deliver it, nobody's going to. Amir don't want it, does he?
If Eddie can't deliver it, nobody's going to deliver it.
I've got my new glasses. Fewkes said, what do you make to them, Lee? Look at them, jam jar boxing. 70 quid in sale. Right, we're going to go through these questions now that you've all sent me in. Thank you very much. These are ones on YouTube. As I did say, I'm going to interview John, so if anybody's got any questions, let's send them in to me. Right, here we go. I'll get this first one out of the way. Right, this is from Marcus. If you were training Kell a couple of years ago and you was offered the Golovkin fight, and Kell were obviously welterweight champion, would you have took the fight, John?
Yeah, I think you have to. I think at the end of the day, it's a super fight. It was a super fight for Kell, right? I know he stepped up weights, right? But we all know Kell's not a small welterweight. So you would have been happy with him boxing at middleweight if he had to. Thing is, a fight like that is a dream fight for any fighter. So I think if you take the opportunity away from a fighter, it's taking an opportunity away for him to show his class. And you know what? Alright, yeah, Kell lost on the injury, but how well did he do in that fight? And his stock riz, I think everybody saw his heart and his determination. I think he did quality in that fight, so yeah, I think they have to take it.
He obviously he got injured in that fight, didn't he? In that,
but it's hindsight. Hindsight is a great thing. If he hadn't have got injured, right, then and he'd have won, been brilliant. Or if he hadn't got injured, he'd have lost on points. If he hadn't got injured and he got stopped later on in the fight, he would still give himself such a great account of himself. So then what people would have been saying, yeah, but he wouldn't have got injured then. He could get injured in any fight. So yeah, I definitely took it.
Right. And do you think that, this is a question from me, do you think fighting Errol Spence after that was a good move, or do you think he had to do because of the mandatory situation, and I think that was forced on him?
I think if he's mandatory, then obviously he had to box him anyway.
But IBF are like, not restricted.
But I don't think it was a bad move, because I think even though he got injured, he would got to have been on such a high after that fight.
After Golovkin.
Yeah, after Golovkin fight. He showed some fighters some tricks how to beat Golovkin, some ways how to beat Golovkin. So yeah, but
he set sort of a part of his blueprint.
Exactly. And what people don't realise is the injury he got against Spence wasn't the same eye.
It's the opposite.
It was the opposite eye. So if he'd have boxed Spence and it'd been the same eye, people would have gone, oh my god, he should have boxed him after that. But it was just a crazy coincidence.
I think he deserves respect for taking both them fights.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they're both the biggest punchers in the division, so nobody can say that he's fritting.
No, exactly.
Obviously he can take a punch, but the injuries, is it going to affect him going forward, do you think, John? Or is it going to be better now he plays him?
Mate, no, listen, he's 1,000,000% healed up. It's not going to affect anything. It's not going to be one of them things where it's always an issue because he's already been injured once, right? It's not. He's stronger than ever.
Right, that's brilliant. Right, this is from MStar011. He's a regular, always asks good questions. Porky, you called it right before anyone else on here that John Fewkes, big next trainer. Thank you. Can you please interview him? Question mark. Ask John, does he feel Kell still got it? Ask John, does he feel Kell still got it to fight some super fights? Do you think he's still got it in to fight super fights?
Yeah, I definitely do, Paul. I think whether it's a 147 or 154,
he's still got a couple of
yeah,
fights.
the way he made his weight this time, the way he's been on it and so switched on, I definitely 100% think he will. And the better fight he boxes, the better he'll perform.
Brilliant. Also, Kell's injuries, are they going to affect Kell moving forward? We just spoke about
it, yeah, obviously no.
Brilliant. I also noticed Kell doesn't move his head as much as he did. Yeah. Is that just a habit as he got older that he has neglected?
No, I think
I'm not sure if this is before.
It might have been before. It might have been after
the fight. Yeah.
Listen, Kell's always been a reaction fighter, right? And he's always been great at.
You don't get hit, does he? Really?
Not getting hit, but. The one thing what I really like when I train for as an arm fighter, I love good head movement.
Yeah.
And little rolls inside, little tucks.
Yeah.
So when I got there, all I've done is I've just said to him, let's work on this stuff. And he said yes straight away. Obviously, on Saturday night there were a lot of people saying that he weren't moving his head, he were getting caught a lot more. When you're trying to take, when you're loading up, and as Kell will admit, I think he just got so eager to try and get him out of there, just trying too hard. When you're trying so hard, everything else doesn't seem to fall into place. So if he's talking about after the fight, then I think that's what it was. If it's before the fight,
yeah. Will he fix that? Is it something you're going to work on?
Yeah, 100% will. That's what we work on a lot, and 100% when he's in his next fight and he's not trying so hard and he's not so much putting so much pressure on himself. You'll see him flowing.
Also, do you think that Kell's lack of head movement is a concentration problem in the fight and not a technical problem? It means does he switch off?
Yeah, does he switch off? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think it's just. I think when he gets somebody going, he's a killer, Kell. His killer instincts. He's
like Killer Cam.
Yeah. He's second to none, and I would never want to take that out in any fight.
Yeah.
So I think when he gets somebody going or he wants somebody going, he just wants to get him out of there.
Yeah, that's good. Also, does Kell have the stamina to last 12 hard rounds at 147 pounds, as the other champs will take from the Spencer fight, that weight might affect Kell late on?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, I know he boxed at 150. I know he boxed at 154 on Saturday, but he weighed in at 150. And he did 12 rounds, and it weren't an easy fight on Saturday. I think a lot of people, when you watch it back, it weren't steady, it weren't slow paced, it weren't an easy fight. It was an hard fight for Kell on Saturday. Physically draining. So, and he did 12 rounds. So yeah, and even when he's down at 147, and the kids aren't as big as Michael Sarafa, then he'll do even better.
He'll do
even better at 12 rounds.
And so you don't see this as an issue moving forward in his weight? That's good then. Well, you're on top of that, and that's brilliant. Right, next question. This is from Same Kid. Question for John F. My friend who does boxing for fitness said when he went to your gym in Sheffield and you was teaching a cross-arm defence, which is very old school, never seen this before in UK gyms. Is this something you will bring to Kell? I think he means that Kenny Norton thing. It's very rare. I know. I've spoke to Peter Fury about this, and not many do it, do they? No. Kell's quite upright.
I'm very old school. Very old school trainer. I just try and look.
Just add something to his game.
I try to look from everybody from Kenny Norton to Archie Moore.
He had it as well, didn't he?
To Marvin Ali, and I just try to find little bits of every great fighter, and I try and mould them into my own training style. And I even get kids at 12-year-old doing crossbook and things like that. So I just like to bring every bit of boxing, and I try and get it all into one big pot, and hopefully that pot will work.
See where Ali's bogeyman when he came with that cross arm job, he couldn't fathom him out, doesn't he?
No, he couldn't.
I noticed Tyson were doing it overnight against Wilder, wasn't it? It's a good question that actually.
It is a very good question.
It isn't, obviously he's obviously knows his stuff, probably somebody in game. Probably Steffi Bull. No, it's probably, I think that it's a good question, but it's not something that you see in the UK gyms because they tend to teach that style, the Kells, are pretty textbook, mechanical sort of thing, innit? But
it's just I like to say, I try
just adding something to his game. And obviously you've been working on it, and had he done that before?
Yeah, well, he will have done. Kell's a student at games, so he's watched it. He's watched boxing forever, so everything I asked him to do, there was nothing new.
Nothing he couldn't do.
It was just freshening up, just adding a little bit freshening up.
Well, one thing I always see a weakness in British fighters is they are very bad, mediocre fighting inside. Do you think, John, you can make Kell better inside, as Hurd and Spence are excellent inside body punchers?
Yeah, good question. I think mediocre is an harsh word because I think some of our fighters down
really good inside.
In Britain have been very, very good inside fighters. Listen, Kell, he hasn't really had to work inside that much because what he's been doing has worked so well over his career. But we've had times in gym and on pad session and sparring and that where he's just stayed there and I said, listen, for this round, just stay inside, right? Work inside, and we've worked on getting his head out of the way, rolling out of the way, sinking and bringing him up upstairs. I think when he has to, I think you'll see a good inside fighter, but at the minute, through his career, he's never really had to do it because what he's been doing has been working so well.
Yeah, brilliant. He's also goes on to say, I noticed Kell does two things inside. He clinches or he holds the fighter's arms and little punches on the side. No big effect to pivot, trying to find the rib cage to punch away on the body. I think he's going back to the Porter fight. He tends to lock him up, doesn't he?
I think you've got to look at tactics in a fight.
He was a roughhouse in that Porter one.
Exactly.
And I thought Kell handled him like a little baby, didn't he?
Porter had to be inside with Kell, he couldn't outbox him.
Yeah, he couldn't do it.
But you look at something like, one of the best fighters in history, and he was the worst person in the world for it, Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins, boom, boom, grab hold, boom, boom, grab hold. Because his tactics ain't working.
They weren't hitting him on blindside.
Exactly, so that's what I'm saying. So I think for every fight, you've got a different tactic.
Yeah, that's brilliant. This is from Carl Jones. Asked John if he could train any current heavyweight, who would it be and why?
I think it'd have to be Tyson Fury. Just because I think we'd have a great laugh.
But you'd have a laugh, alright.
I love his style. When we watched him box, we were moving around the ring like a welterweight. How he boxes, how he moves, how slick he is. And he's the ideal boxer for me. I love watching them kind of fighters.
So movers and that.
It'd have to be Tyson Fury.
And then there's one here from, I'm not sure if this is a question or not. Can't see Khan and Brook fighting and think it's also lost its sparkle. That's from just in time. And then he goes to say, one of the fights I wanted to see, Khan versus Brook, but where's there been so much messing about around from Khan or Brook? It seems that people don't really care or doesn't. Well, I'm going to back him up on this. I think it has lost, this is from just in time. I think it has lost a little bit of its sparkle because, the politics surrounding it and that, but I know from speaking to Dennis and when he was working with Asif Valley that Kell Brook did want the fight, didn't he? But he also didn't want to be mugged off.
Kell's always wanted to fight, and he wants to fight more than anyone. I know when people say losing its sparkle, some people might think that.
Because there's not a belt on line.
But at the end of the day, I guarantee you, if that box, if they box, everybody will watch it.
Everybody will watch it.
So all these people who are saying, oh, I don't want to see it anymore, I guarantee you they'll watch it.
Build-up will be good, won't it, for it? I agree with you without the Triple G fight. I would say Brook would have won by a split mandatory. By the way, he was up on the cards, people forget. That's true, isn't it? In a fight, you only need to win 7 rounds, and on the cards, Kell was 5 or 6 up to the fight without injury, I think he could have hanged on.
Well, he did brilliant, didn't he?
Yeah,
He did brilliant. His hindsight's another thing. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
So you don't know, but all I know is he did brilliant that fight, and he come at it with his head held high, and
he still had his belt, didn't he?
He proved he belonged at that level.
Yeah, brilliant. This is from Paul Statten. Question for John. Is he looking to train more fighters full time, and is Kell going to step it up in the last 1 to 2 years of his career, as some of his fights have been questionable opponents? What has Kell got that other fighters need?
Right, well, to the first part
question.
Yeah,
I'm looking to train other fighters, John. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been training fights
for a few years.
Yeah. So, like I said, I've got some professionals.
Trained Dennis Hobson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Making a comeback, aren't you, Dennis?
I've got my own professionals and amateurs and things like that. So yeah, this is my living, and this is what I'm
doing. So you're open to offers then, John?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. But as for the second part of the question, I think Kell will 100% for the rest of his career now be at the top level of fights. Yeah. He needs it for himself. He needs that big fight to get up for. He needs that fight to prove not to prove to anybody, but he needs to stay. He wants the super fights now. He wants to finish career on super fights, and every fight we'll have now will be a big fight.
Yeah. Well, I'll read the rest of Paul Statton's question out, because I think he might be an Amir fan, but we're here to be honest and straight. Yeah. He goes on to say that Kell doesn't sell as many tickets, he's not got a belt, and can you blame Amir for looking to go elsewhere? Well, personally, I'll answer that for you, John. I think he doesn't sell as many tickets as Amir because he hasn't been on that I'm a Celebrity, and I don't think a belt. I don't think a belt matters for them, does it?
Not anymore. No.
Amir's not won a world title fight since 2011 against Seb Judah.
Yeah,
and I don't think a belt really matters.
No, it's the fight. It's the fight. You get awards, no world title.
They never had a fight. 3 trilogies.
Yeah, things like that. So
and they were older than Kell and Amir.
Yeah, so it's great. I'd love to see, I know Kell would love to win another world title. To win a world title is like an epitome of our sport, but for that fight, he doesn't need a belt on it.
Yeah.
I don't even think Mayweather and Pacquiao have a belt on that. Might be an IBO title.
I think they probably invented one for boxing. And then he just goes on to say that he thinks Kell's fighting a substandard guy, or 1 to 50. Well, the kid that were box rec 29, so I don't know how that is.
Well, like I said, once again, I don't look at odds, and I don't look at paperwork, I look at fighters, and we're better fighting than people give credit for.
Yeah, but thanks for your question, Paul.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Part of it were good and part of it critical, but I'm critical myself. Who do you think will fight? Who do you think Kell will fight next? Will it be a takeover, or will it be straight in for a pay-per-view top level guy?
Straight into a big fight.
Straight into a big
I'm not going to sit here and say, I think who it's going to be, because I don't know. I'll leave that to everybody else, but it will definitely be a big fight.
Yeah, you don't think it'll be like a Sam Eggington or some takeover fight? You know, he's just going to go straight in with a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Why waste a 3-month camp on a knockover?
Well, he needed.
We're rusty a bit, one in 9 months out.
And so there's going to be no ring rust. He's going to go rid of some ring rust. Yeah. We've got used to each other. He's back loving it again. So the next fight, listen, we're in with the big boys.
So who were in team on the nights, and who's the team? You're the trainer.
Yeah, there's me, there's Lee Edwards.
Lee Edwards, Cutman.
No, Lee Edwards is my assistant trainer, what helps me train fighters in Argentina, which is a pro sport professional. We've got James. Lee. We've got Jamie Sheldon.
Cutman Sheldon. Best in business in one of them, isn't it? Jimmy to make the run. They're like the main guys.
Exactly. So those 3 corner, and then obviously behind the scenes is Greg Marriott. Greg's nutritionist.
Nutrition expert.
Yeah, there's
Adam, is he? Adam Bailey.
Adam Bailey, who's over here outside. He's brilliant.
From Ventura.
So we've got a good team, and we're growing, and listen, just watch this space, 2019.
And obviously, you and Kell, you've got history, you fought together, you're good mates, your families all get on.
Yeah.
It's all happy days, isn't it?
It's all happy. I feel like Saturday night we formed.
You got to win, we
formed a bond on Saturday night. If it had been a 1-round knockoff job, we wouldn't have formed no bond. I feel a lot more protective of Kell, and I feel from Saturday night.
He's your fighter, isn't he? You've got to
He's
do
my
it,
fighter,
yeah.
and at the end of the day, we, like I said, I'm happy, he's happy, and that's the thing.
What do you think about people saying that you're a yes man and you're going to do what Kell says and that, and blah blah blah? Just back that off, don't you, John?
Yeah, just back off. Nobody sees me and Kell in the gym.
You're in charge, aren't you?
Nobody sees me and Kell in the gym. Nobody sees me and Kell talking in the villa. Nobody sees anything like that.
You need to get people saying that. I've heard people say if Kell wants to stay in bed one morning, you're not going to allow that, are you?
You won't let me.
Horse's
You
mouth.
won't let me stay in bed.
That's it. There you go.
Listen, right. There's the utmost respect between me and Kell, right? And there's an utmost respect for my boxing knowledge, for my training ability, right? So
you're known as a very good pad man, then you are, aren't you? A good pad man. We know you're a bit of a specialist on that, but there's more to you than that. You've got to be given your chance, haven't you? You're a rookie at this level, aren't you?
Right.
And you've just got to win.
And you've got to remember, I've been around this game a long time.
And you've fought as well.
I've been around Clinton Woods, Earl Bomber Graham, Paul Silky Jones, Richie Wenton,
Glenwalk Road, your father.
All these people are boxing for world titles, right? So, you know, what you got to remember is, right, people just say stuff to say stuff.
Yeah. They don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
No. And a critic is a legless man that teaches running.
Another thing I want to say, this is in my personal opinion, I'm going to end on this, right?
Yeah.
He's a South Yorkshire lad, you are. You're both Sheffield kids, you've fought 3 times, he's winning 2-1.
Yeah, he is.
But you're going to add stuff to him, you're an ex-fighter.
Yeah.
Plus, you get on, you're gelling.
Yeah.
I think it's all good, but I think no matter what, and this is how I'm going to end this interview, no matter what happened on Saturday night, I think you were on a loser to know anyway. Because if you knocked him out early, he would have won. And the kid's record suggested he wasn't. He sparred world-class kids. He had a great ranking on boxer at 29, wasn't it? And if you went 12 rounds with him, you couldn't knock him out. So what could you do?
We're never going to win.
But this has probably brought you closer.
It was a win for us, right? Because he won.
He won 5.
He's now mandatory challenger for the WBA world title. Against
Happy days, isn't it?
Exactly right. I'm happy.
Or you can make the Khan fight. Either way, you've got a pay-per-view, and it's going from strength to strength.
Exactly.
That's brilliant. Well, listen. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers,
thanks to Kev.
Thank you very much to Kev at South Yorkshire Printing
for making us welcome here.
Thanks for having us here. And
Packaging.
Sorry. Totally printing. South Yorkshire. I've had 20 headshots. Right? The South Yorkshire packaging. Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, brilliant. Shout out to Justin at the Tea Leaf Company and K Official, my sponsors of the clothing. And keep on trucking. And thanks to Lee for fetching Johnny in his flash car.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, John.
Cheers, Ross. No problem.
Keep on trucking. Alright.